If she says these 10 things, she means give her space. Do you know that a simple conversation can suddenly turn your relationship upside down? And if you're not prepared before the storm hits, it might be too late. You've heard statements like nothing's wrong, do whatever you want, I am fine, before, right? But what do these phrases really mean? Are they simple statements, or is there more? In the next few minutes, we'll explore 10 statements that signal she might need space. Recognizing and respecting these moments is essential, or you might lose the woman of your dreams. But hey, nothing to worry about. This video here will guide you through it. Let's start with the classic, I'm fine. When she says this, gentlemen, it's a red flag waving high. It's not just a statement, it's a test and a warning. Most times, when a woman says I am fine, they mean I am anything but fine, and I expect you to understand why. But it's tricky, isn't it? You're expected to know without being told explicitly. The key here is not to take it at face value, but to gently probe further. Ask, are you sure? You seem a bit off. Show that you care to know more, but be prepared. Sometimes, this is her way of asking for space to sort her thoughts. Next, do whatever you want. This one is a landmine in disguise. It sounds like freedom, but it's often loaded with unspoken expectations. When she says this, it's not an unconditional green light for you to proceed as you please. What she's really saying is, I want to see if you'll make the right choice. Now, this can feel like walking a tightrope, so you have to be very careful. Choosing to do exactly what you want without considering her perspective can be perceived as neglect or insensitivity. The key here is balance. It's about recognizing this as an opportunity to demonstrate that you value her feelings and the relationship. Even if you decide to go ahead with your initial plan, acknowledging her feelings, explaining your reasoning, or even better, discussing to reach a mutual agreement can turn this potential landmine into a moment of strengthening your bond. Remember, in a relationship, communication is not just about the spoken words. It's also about understanding the emotions and expectations that lie beneath. Now, let's look at I just need to be alone right now. On the surface, it appears straightforward, yet it's frequently misinterpreted. Many might perceive this as a form of rejection or a sign of trouble in paradise. However, it's crucial to understand that this statement is not about pushing you away, rather, it's a sincere request for personal space. When a woman says this, she's often at a point where solitude is necessary for her to process her thoughts, emotions, or stress. It's not a reflection of her feelings towards you, but an expression of her need for a moment of introspection or relaxation. Respecting this request is fundamental. Giving her this space doesn't equate to losing her. In fact, it's quite the opposite. By understanding and honoring her need for alone time, you're laying a foundation of trust and respect. When she returns from this personal space, she is likely to feel more refreshed, clear-minded, and appreciative of your understanding and support. I need some time to think. This phrase is often a precursor to serious conversations about your relationship. It's not an immediate danger signal, but it's a sign to brace yourself. She's contemplating something significant, and your best move is to give her the mental space she needs. Your role here is to be supportive but not intrusive. Let her know you're there for her, ready to listen whenever she's ready to talk. Use this time to also reflect on your relationship, your feelings, and how you can contribute to a positive outcome. Remember, the goal is to emerge from this with a clearer understanding of each other and a stronger relationship. So, when she says she needs time to think, don't brace yourself for a storm, but for a necessary pause. We need to talk. This one sends shivers down the spine of many men. But here's a different perspective, it's an opportunity. Instead of viewing it as a warning, consider it an opportunity, an invitation to open communication. She's not looking to corner you, she's reaching out for a shared platform to express thoughts, concerns, or feelings that are crucial to the health of your relationship. This is her way of saying that there's something important that needs both your attention. It's a sign that she values the relationship enough to address issues head-on rather than letting them fester. This is also a chance to demonstrate your emotional intelligence and maturity. Active listening, empathy, and constructive dialogue are crucial. Remember, the goal is not to win the conversation but to improve the relationship. So, the next time you hear "we need to talk," take a deep breath and see it as a positive step. Nothing's wrong. When she says this, but her body language, perhaps a distant gaze, a heavy sigh, or a tense posture, indicates otherwise, it's a clear sign that there's more beneath the surface. Recognize that when she says nothing's wrong, what she might really be saying is, "I'm not ready to talk about it yet," or "I'm still trying to understand my feelings." Your response in these moments is crucial. It's important to respect her space and give her the time she needs, but also to make it clear that you're there for her, ready to listen whenever she's ready to open up. This can be communicated through your own body language and actions, a gentle touch, a reassuring look, or simply the act of staying present. Can we discuss this later? Timing is everything. She's not avoiding the topic, she's choosing a more appropriate time for discussion. Respect that timing. Timing plays a crucial role in the effectiveness of communication, especially in a relationship. By saying, "Can we discuss this later?" she is indicating her need for time to gather her thoughts, to calm emotions, or perhaps to wait for a more private or appropriate setting. Don't push to continue the discussion immediately. It can lead to misunderstandings, heightened emotions, and unproductive outcomes. Acknowledge her request and agree to revisit the topic later. Use the time to reflect on the issue yourself and approach the future conversation with a clear, calm mindset. Can we discuss this later? Doesn't have to be a barrier to communication, it's a bridge to more effective and meaningful conversations. You don't have to understand. This statement can feel like a brick wall, but it's actually a bridge. It's her way of saying, "I don't expect you to have all the answers or to solve this problem. What I need is your support, your presence, and your empathy." It's an invitation to offer emotional support rather than solutions. It's about being a listener, offering a shoulder to lean on, and showing empathy. In responding to this statement, the key is to resist the urge to fix things or offer unsolicited advice. Instead, offer your support and understanding. Simple responses like, "I'm here for you. I may not fully understand what you're going through, but I care about you and am here to support you," can be powerful. This approach validates her feelings and reinforces the emotional connection and trust in your relationship. "I don't want to talk about it." This is a clear boundary. It's not a covert challenge or an invitation to push harder. It means, "Step back." This phrase often arises in situations where she might be feeling overwhelmed, emotionally drained, or simply not ready to articulate her thoughts and feelings. Pushing for a conversation after this statement can lead to feelings of disrespect and intrusion, which can harm trust and mutual respect. The appropriate response here is to step back and give her the space she's asking for. This doesn't mean you're ignoring her or the issue at hand. It means you're giving her the time and space she needs to process her feelings in her own way. Let her know that you're available to talk whenever she feels ready. This can be communicated through phrases like, "Okay, I'm here when you're ready to talk," or "I understand, just know that I'm here for you." Lastly, "You're not listening to me." This is less about the ears and more about the heart. Ladies often say it when there's a disconnect between what's being said and what's being understood. It signals that your responses, though well-intentioned, are not aligning with her expectations or emotional state. It's a moment where she's seeking more than just a reply. A lady once said to me, "Listen to understand, not just to respond." Immediately, I paused and asked her to explain what she meant better. She did, and I saw where I was wrong. Admitting when you're wrong is a display of humility and openness that can significantly enhance mutual respect and trust in a relationship. This kind of responsiveness can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper connection. So there you have it. 10 statements that might seem simple on the surface, but are loaded with deeper meanings. Understanding these isn't just about saving your relationship, it's about strengthening it. It's about showing that you're not just there for the good times, but also for the times when she needs her space. Remember, communication in relationships is about balance, knowing when to step in and when to step back. And as we navigate these subtle nuances, let's be kind, let's be patient, and let's be understanding. Because at the end of the day, that's what love is all about. If you have learned something from this message, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more heartfelt and honest discussions. You're not alone, and we can always find hope together. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.